Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I would like to share with you another insane game from the 9th Lichess Titled Arena. This game was played between an international master playing under a nickname lodewijkfrederik, rated 2680, and the reigning world chess champion Magnus Carlsen, who was on the black side and was playing under a nickname DrNykterstein. Without further ado, let's see what happened on the board. Lodewijk-Frederik opened up with e4 and c6 by DrNykterstein. Looks like that Carlsen goes for Caro-Kann defense, but after d4 he went for this insane f6 move. His idea is simple: to play queen a5 and then queen h5, and then king d8 and queen e8, castle with the king and the queen in order to have some fun, guys. Yes guys, modern chess is somewhat boring and the players are always in search for crazy openings. As this is an online bullet, the reigning world chess champion can afford himself to go for such crazy openings. But now, as black weakened his king side, Lodewijk-Frederik announced a check from h5, and after g6, instead of moving away his queen, he played bishop e2. This is move 4 and he's going for a queen sacrifice. Now if g takes h5, then white can announce a brutal checkmate by recapturing on h5. Look at this beauty. That's why after bishop e2, Carlsen responded with queen b6, freed this d8 square for the king, and already the threat is g takes h5. White moved away his queen, but here Carlsen munched the pawn on d4, knight c3, d6. Although there are a lot of weaknesses in black's camp, but black is a pawn up. Bishop c4, knight d7, and bishop takes g8. White is luring away black rook and then winning back his lost pawn. Rook g7, queen h8, knight e5. We have the exchange of knights on e5 square, bishop h6, rook f7. Black is both protecting the bishop on f8 and at the same time is coming after the pawn on f2. White castles king side and Carlsen munched another pawn. Queen takes b2, knight e2, another pawn drops, queen takes c2. Look at this, guys. Knight g3, bishop e6. Now all black needs is to consolidate his position and castling queenside on the board. Bishop e3, queen a4, queen h4, bishop c4, rook c1, e6, queen g4, king b8, and queen takes g6. With his last moves, black made several inaccuracies and lost the pawn on g6, and now this h-pawn can become a huge threat. Now the rook is hanging, we have rook d7, and there it goes, h4 is on the board, d5, queen f6. A blunder. It was better to play bishop g5 and then win the pawn on e6, but in our game we have queen f6, but Carlsen didn't use his chance and played bishop d6. Actually, playing d4 could have given black great winning chances. The pawn on e5 is untouchable because black can respond with bishop d6. If queen takes d4, then bishop takes g3. And of course, you can't even capture on c4 because you have a back rank weakness and you can even get checkmated. That's why that d4 could have given black great chances, but Carlsen responded with bishop d6. First decided to protect the pawn on e5. Here, of course, white could capture on e6, but played bishop g5. Bishop takes a2, rook a1, d4, and h5, d3, h6, queen b3. This is a move after which black's position is getting hopeless. It was better to play rook g8. Move away the rook from this diagonal, and already h7 can't be played because of this rook takes h7, but Carlsen played queen b3, and without meeting any obstacles, the pawn on h6 is marching forward. h7, a5, a desperate attempt, but here Lodewijk-Frederik captured on d8. He's removing the rooks, after which the pawn is unstoppable. d2, the rook is hanging. Of course, white could play rook d1 and only then go for a pawn promotion, but he went for it straight away. But even this move is also winning. d takes c1 queen, rook c1, Already there are some very nasty threats, that's why we have king a7. Now comes bishop takes a5, queen b2, rook f1, bishop c5, queen d8. And now the white queen together with the bishop will start harassing black king. Bishop c7 is on the board. Bishop c4, we have it. Queen b8 check, king a6, queen a8 check, king b5, which is losing on the spot, although already black's position is hopeless. Even if bishop a7, then in this case white can play bishop a8. If queen d4, then bishop takes a7. You can't even recapture, this rook will come and it's over, guys. In our game, Carlsen played king b5 and got checkmated after queen a5. Look at this brutal checkmate. Yes, this time the World Chess Champion's crazy opening betrayed him. Although let's admit that at some point in the middle game he had winning chances, but yes, he missed his chance and got checkmated. Thanks for watching, I hope that you enjoyed this insane game. For more games, consider subscribing to my channel. Also, press the bell button to get notified about new uploads. I will see you in my next video. Good luck.